Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brandon, aka the MAMBA Investor. Hey, I am excited right now. I'm in a property that, listen, this thing is bad. We were driving for dollars. We found this property, and I'm excited. Let me tell you the reason why I'm excited. I'm excited because I found this. This is what I was in here looking for. I was looking for the death certificate of one of the seller's father who had died, who had deceased. And we needed the original death certificate so we can go through probate to be able to purchase the property. And I'm excited because the current owner, the daughter, did not know where she had left the property. Let's go outside. It's crazy here. She did not know where she had, man, I'm a little greasy. Did not know where she had left the death certificate. She knew it was in the property, so I had to tear through all of this rubbish to try to find this death certificate. But it took me about 20 minutes and I located it. So this is why I'm excited. All right. So this is the property, guys. As you can see, it was boarded up. It's gonna need a new roof. Sorry about that. There was a bug on me. So this is what we found driving for dollars, which is the property that I had to tear through the property or tear through the house to try to find the death certificate, which we located. So it's gonna need extensive work, but let's get this deal done. Let's go. So yeah, I had to get out of the house. It was packed with mold, fleas. It was just a mess, so I had to get out of there. So let me finish telling you guys the story. So I was driving for dollars, not purposely, actually, on last Thursday, I believe. Yes, because that's when I was getting my hair cut. I had left the barbershop and I had went the long way back to the office. And while driving down one of these side streets, something white, or you've seen the white boards on the house, caught my eye. So I pulled the truck back and I kind of surveyed it and noticed that it was completely boarded up and that it was vacant. So what I did was, and I was using an app called Deal Machine. That's what we use to primarily drive for dollars. So I sat right on the street and did the skip trace feature, which basically all that is, it looks up the owner of the property. Well, actually, let me back up. What I did, I normally, when I find a vacant property or a property that's that I'm interested in while driving for dollars, I normally, and if it's vacant, I normally get out of the car and kind of knock on the neighbors' doors, either to the left or the right of the property. Now, this is very key, guys. If you do this normally, you will get a wealth of knowledge. These guys, the neighbors, they know a lot. They know what's going on in the neighborhood. They know if something happened to the next door neighbor, and that's exactly what the case was here. They kind of gave me the backdrop, saying that the previous owner had passed away and that the daughter had been living there, but she had since just up and left. And she just gave us the entire backstory on the property. So at that point, I took that information and I knew that the current owner, the father, had passed. So what I did was skip trace the father, and then I kind of looked up and reverse engineered it. right, and looked up the next of kin, which he had 2 daughters. So I skip traced them using Ben Verified, and I believe that you guys seen me say that I use Ben Verified for onesie twosie lookups. Excuse me. So I use Ben Verified, BenVerified.com. They have an app as well, but I sat there and I skip traced them, and I reached out to both sisters. Within an hour, one of the sisters responded back and said, hey, no, we're not interested in selling the property. We're still living there, and if that changes, we'll let you know. So what I did was responded back to the sister and was like, well, I don't know when the last time you were there, but the property looked vacant and it was boarded up. So she then proceeded to tell me that they still weren't interested. So I reached out to the other sister, and this is key, guys. You cannot stop until you've exhausted all measures, and you heard me say this in the previous video. You have to keep going till you get a complete definite no. Even though I did get one no, I still hadn't spoken to the previous sister, who I had known that had previously lived in the property before she just up and left. So I reached out to her, and long story short, and guys, remember, this was last Thursday. This was 4 days ago, right? That all of this transpired. So the property had back taxes on it, had liens on it, which was totaling, I think, about $28,000, right? And in the state of New Jersey, you guys need to check with your local laws or tax laws. But here in the state of New Jersey, if someone purchases a tax lien on a property, the owners have 2 years to redeem the property, meaning to pay off the back taxes or liens on the property to redeem the property back. Now, both liens are approaching the 2-year mark, very close. I think they're about a month apart. So within the next month, the third-party lien holders can actually foreclose on the property, right? And the current owner would have lost the property they do not get any proceeds or anything from the sale or the foreclosing of that property. So I had let the current daughter know that, listen, you're in jeopardy of losing the property and not getting anything from it, and I don't want you to do that. At least what we can do is try to rush this forward and see if we can get you something, right? So long story short, we were able to negotiate a price with her, which she was pretty much open to anything, right? And we got the property under contract. This was on Friday. So we seen the property driving for dollars on Thursday, got the property under contract on Friday, and come to find out, the property or the father's estate had not gone through probate. So what probate is, when someone dies, they have to be able to sell property or real estate or anything like that. It needs to go through probate if it didn't have a will. So this needed to go through the courts to have the daughter named as the executor or the administrator of the estate, so she would have the rights to sell the property. So this is the stage where we are now. It's looking to shape up to be a great deal. The numbers work. We're looking to plan to probably make around, I don't know yet. I don't know how much we're going to make, but it's going to be a significant number based upon the area and where we're at. And so sorry, I got cut off. So let me finish this story. And pardon this background music. I'm at Panera, just finished up my lunch, so you're gonna hear this Panera music, whatever music they got playing on in the background. Deal with it, right? But the moral of this story is that you're going to have to take action, man. Entrepreneurship is about being self-motivated, taking action, taking the next step, not sitting around waiting for things to happen. You're going to have to take it into your own hand and begin to move forward and press forward. If you're that type of guy or that type of gal that likes to sit around and like to be told what to do, like to wait on the next step or wait on direction, entrepreneurship may not be for you, and that's okay, right? Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. You may be a worker, that's fine. You may be happy being a worker, that's fine. But those of us that are aspiring to be entrepreneurs and aspire to get off of the plantation and to be your own boss and to create wealth for your family, this is what it's going to take. It's going to take mass motivation. And motivation, I'm not talking about I'm getting pumped up to do something. I'm talking about mass motivation and work ethic and motivation just to get things done. So that's exactly what we did. As you can see, it's only been a 3-day turnaround time from the time that I seen the property to the time that we actually got it locked up, and we are well on our way to getting this deal kind of to the finish line. We do got some work ahead of us, and that's okay, but we are going to see it through, and I'm going to give you guys the update and the raw and dirty on the progress of this deal as we go along. So stay tuned for more videos, more instructional videos, more motivational videos on how to actually do this business. All right, guys? So take massive action and let's get this stuff done. All right? Hey, so what's up, guys? So I'm actually out doing my my second workout for the day, but I wanted to give you guys an update on this deal. We actually closed it about a week and a half ago, and as you can see from the caption, we made profit about $17,000 on the deal, and I'm okay with that number. That's a good number. Listen, what I'm most excited about and proud about was that we were able to help the sellers get money that otherwise they would not have gotten if they had just idly sat by and let the foreclosure process happen due to the liens that were on the property. And again, guys, these sellers weren't even expecting anything. They were just going to let the property go, I guess, because there was I'm hearing from the two sisters that there was a lot of bad memories in the property, so they really didn't want to have anything to do with the property anymore. But we were able to convince them to say, hey, listen, just don't let this money go down the drain. We at least can get you something. So they walked away with about $14,000 in their pocket, and they were excited. They were happy. And again, we were aiming to make a little more on the deal, but again, as you guys know, it's not about how much you can make, right? How much you can get out of the deal. It's about helping people and getting deals done. And once you do that, and once you focus on that, the deals will come, the money will come. But you kind of should be focusing on serving, being a servant in this business. All right, guys? So another one in the books. Yes, sir. Another one in the books. And on to the next people or sellers that we can help. So everybody benefited in this deal. My sellers, our company, our buyers, they got a great deal that they're gonna fix and flip and make a great return on. And the community we served as well, they're happy because this was the ugliest house on the block. And after speaking with the inspector, he was excited that investors came in and we were going to fix up the property and get it rehabbed and move a family in there. So guys, just stay consistent and get these deals done. Don't just sit on the sideline. We're at the final quarter. We're at the last quarter. So some people like to check out, but in these December months, in these holidays, this is the best time that we can help people. A lot of people are going to be in distress, And if we can step in and help them and help solve their problem and make a little bit of money doing it, that's a great job. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. See you on the next video. All right.